Welcome to the Fox 5, the show that explores the wonderful world of Fox Rehabilitation through an original list created by a Fox colleague. That Fox colleague today is Fox Rehabilitation physical therapist, Ben Johnson. Ben,
hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Excited to be back.
Ben Johnson, the name, we got to talk about it.
All right.
There's some controversy behind the name. There's also a lot of fame behind the name.
Sure is.
Yeah. Right? Ben Johnson, the famous poet, and then Ben Johnson, the famous sprinter who was stripped of his gold medal.
Yeah. We won't talk about the rest.
But do people bring that up to you often?
Yes. Just a slightly common name.
But you know what? I bet you everyone else says, you know what? There's that guy that works at Fox Rehabilitation, that Ben Johnson.
Yeah, like he's the good one.
Yeah, you're on that list too. So, Ben, what is your Fox 5 this time around?
My Fox 5 today is 5 tips to have a successful student clinical rotation with Fox.
All right, this one's for the students. If you team up with Fox Rehabilitation, this is how you get things done successfully. So, Ben, what is number 1 on your Fox 5?
Number 1, we'll start with kind of an obvious one, but that's ask questions. On my list, I have this in all caps. That's the biggest way we can learn. No one's ever going to fault you for asking something, even if it seems in your mind super elementary. It's better to ask and get feedback than to go home thinking about it and then either forgetting about the question or just kind of stewing over it for a long time. Ask as many questions as you can. A lot of times I'll tell students to have a little notebook along, and at night, if they have any questions, jot them down so we can talk about it the next day.
No question is a stupid question.
That's right.
If you are asking questions, it means that you want to learn.
Exactly.
I love that led off your Fox 5.
Absolutely. It's the most important one.
We could end right here. This could be a Fox 1. Just ask questions.
That's right.
All right.
I mean, at the end of the day, they all lead back to that.
Yes. All right. So what is number 2 on your Fox 5, Ben?
So number 2 is don't be afraid to try new things or new techniques. A lot of times your CI will be certified in specific things. That's a great time to try it under the direction of them, whether it be LSVT, a specific guarding strategy. You can always get real creative as a PT with balance interventions. This is the time to try things out when you have an extra pair of hands with you. You can ask your CI to help guard, things like that. Now's the time to try it before you're out on your own, which can be a little overwhelming to start trying new things.
And you should always try new things.
Absolutely.
Like that will keep you from being stagnant in your career.
Absolutely.
All right, that brings us to number 3 on your Fox 5. This is almost turning out to be like a Ben Johnson writing. You could rival the writer. Yeah, you could rival the bard. All right, what's number 3?
Number 3, probably won't be super popular with the students, but do your own research. If you have a specific patient with a diagnosis you haven't seen before, don't leave it to your CI to give you all information on this diagnosis. Go home, look up some articles, talk to some of your classmates if they've seen a specific thing. The more information you can absorb, the better.
No, that's great. And you can't get everything from ChatGPT.
That's true.
It can help you, but it doesn't give you everything. All right, Ben, what is number 4 on your Fox 5?
Number 4, this is specific to Fox. Help build your CI schedule. That is probably the biggest challenge for a new hire here. And with the autonomy that is amazing here, comes with its own challenges. The biggest challenge for me at the beginning was building the schedule because I'm in a few buildings. I have house calls. So if you can collaborate with your CI, that benefits you because you can, if you have things going on, your CI is generally going to be pretty flexible to help accommodate that. And it just gives you good experience on how to manage that because that's not something you learn in school.
Yeah, it's unique to Fox. So
Absolutely.
the quicker you can get a grasp on that, the better.
Absolutely.
But that being said, it doesn't happen overnight.
No. I mean, it's still, it'll always be a work in progress, and your buildings and your caseload ebb and flow. So the way your schedule is built is going to look different from week to week to month. So it's definitely a skill that's specific to Fox.
And this will bring us to number 5 on your Fox 5.
Number 5 is listen to your patients. And I mean that in a way of they have stories upon stories. We deal with a Medicare population, and obviously that means older adults. They've lived, they've seen things, and I've gained so much wisdom in the few years I've been here. I'm expecting a baby boy here in a couple months, and I've gotten a lot of tips from patients. With that, they can really help you in life just as much as you're helping them, because they've seen things, they've done things. So listen to your patients.
I don't want to get too dark, especially at the ending of a Fox 5, but I was watching a documentary series on Netflix, and they were talking about, this was thousands of years ago probably, when people reached a certain age, they would throw them off a cliff because they're like, oh, you're no longer useful to society.
Useful, right.
But then at one point they said, wait a second, these people have so much wisdom. We could learn from them.
So
and
much
then
to pass on.
they
Absolutely.
stopped pushing them off the cliff.
Yep.
Yeah. So
life changes, but so does your experiences. So you just gotta learn what they have learned.
Yeah, but I love that you've grasped onto that. Like, you can get wisdom from your patients.
Absolutely.
Another excellent Fox 5, Ben Johnson. Thank you for joining us. Yes.
No problem.
So for Ben Johnson, my name is Jim Shear, and we will see Yins later.